Hi, see all these formulas. What you can do is you can pause the video and copy all these formulas down and just go through them. They are not the new formulas. You might have seen them in your 10th standard plus 1 and plus 2. So exactly the old ones only. So just pause the video and write them down. Now using these formulas we shall try to solve some questions here. So let's see the example. Now let's see the example 1. The difference between two numbers is 6 and the difference between their squares is 192. Then what is the larger number? Now they are saying that the difference between two numbers is 6, a minus b equal to 6, and the difference between the squares of these numbers, a square minus b square, is 192. Now they are asking what is the larger number. Now if you observe this, if I call it as 1 and if I call it as 2, if I divide 1 by 2, then a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Now if I divide with a minus b, then I am going to get a plus b, doesn't it, in the left side. So that equal to 192 divided by 6. Now this one is going to be 32. Therefore a minus b is 6 and a plus b is 32. Now from this you can get that 2a equal to 38 and a equal to 19. Right? So the larger among these two numbers is 19. And the next one is evaluate 1.4 into 1.4 into 1.4 plus 1.6 into 1.6 into 1.6 divided by 1.4 into 1.4 minus 1.4 into 1.6 plus 1.6 into 1.6. Now you can assume that 1.4 equal to a, then you can see that it is in the form of a cube. If you assume that 1.6 equal to b, if you assume that 1.4 equal to a and 1.6 equal to b, then it is in the form of a cube plus b cube divided by a square minus ab plus b square. Now from the earlier formulas that I have given, you can write a cube plus b cube as a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. So already in the denominator we have the same, a square. So this is going to be a plus b, right? So this is going to be 1.4 plus 1.6, which is equal to 3. So the answer for this one is 3. Okay. Now you can remember some important points here. One point is a power n plus b power n is exactly divisible by a plus b when n is odd, which means if you have, let's say n is equal to 3, then a cube plus b cube is exactly divisible by a plus b. It means that you can write a power n plus b power n as if it is a plus b into something, right? That is the meaning of the first point, provided when n is odd, right? So which means a cube plus b cube can be written as a plus b into something. Similarly a power 5 plus b power 5 can be written as a plus b into something, like that. And the next one is a power n plus b power n is not divisible by a minus b, which means whatever n is, irrespective of whether n is even or odd, a power n plus b power n cannot be written as, a minus b into something. It is never equal to that. Okay. And the next one is a power n minus b power n is always divisible by a minus b. So whatever n is, if you have a power n minus b power n, it is going to be always divisible by a minus b. Either n is even or odd, you can always write it like this, a power n minus b power n equal to a minus b into something. And the next one is a power n minus b power n is divisible by a plus b only when n is even natural number. So this means a power n minus b power n can be written as a plus b into something, provided that this n is a even natural number, which means it has to be either 4 or 6 or 2, something like this. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs universities better than IITs. They have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%. But all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.